Hello everyone, welcome to Nirja Education. This is class 9 science lesson number 6 tissues. This is the continuation of plant tissue. Next we are going to discuss about permanent tissue of plant. Before seeing this video, go through my previous video, then only you will get the continuity. At the same time, please subscribe our channel Nirja Education. Don't forget to press the bell icon as well as like button also. Now, what is mean by permanent tissue? Permanent tissues are nothing but these tissues comes from the meristematic tissues. Once the meristematic tissues are matured, that tissues are called a permanent tissue. So when the young stage of tissues are called meristematic tissue, they are divide very fast. At the same time, it gives the growth of the plant. But what about the permanent tissue? Means these tissues are derived from the meristematic tissue. Once the meristematic cells are matured, attain maturity, that time it is meristematic tissues are converted into permanent tissue. So it is derived from the meristematic tissue. At the same time, these cells are the permanent tissues. Permanent tissues are made up of permanent cells. The permanent cells are lost their cell divisibility, the power of cell division they are lost. So they don't have the ability to divide the cell. So only the meristematic tissues have the ability to cell division, but the permanent tissues they lost their ability for cell division. The permanent tissues are classified into two types. One is simple permanent tissue, another one is complex permanent tissue. What is mean by simple permanent tissue? The simple permanent tissue, entire tissue is made up of same type of cells. It is a one type of cell it is made up of. So that is called a homogeneous type of cells. Homogeneous means suppose this shape means the entire cell it is made up of same type of cells. So this is similar cells are present or one type of cells are present, that is called a simple permanent tissue. So we can tell in a scientific term it is that homogeneous types of cells. This is structurally as well as functionally they are similar. The simple permanent tissues are structure wise, not only structure, it function wise also it is similar. Next one is complex tissue, complex permanent tissue. It consists of more than one type of cells. It having more than two or different type of cells. They combine it make a complex tissue. This we can say it is a heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means different types of cells are combined. Now, simple permanent tissues are classified into three types. One is parenchyma, next one is collenchyma, third one is sclerenchyma. There are the three types of simple permanent tissue. Again I repeat, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. This complex permanent tissues are classified into two types, xylem and phloem. Xylem as well as phloem. We have to discuss each and everything in detail. As I have told already, permanent tissues are classified into two types, that is a simple and complex. So simple and complex definition we learned already. Now we are going to learn about the types of simple permanent tissue. There are the three types, there is a parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. First we are going to discuss about parenchyma. Parenchyma permanent tissues are, the cells are living in nature. Parenchyma cells are living in nature. They are different shapes like round, polygonal or rectangular or hexagonal or elongated, different shapes like structure. This is normally isodiametric in nature. What is the meaning of isodiametric? Means it expanded equally all the side. Suppose this is the structure, means it expanded all the side equally. So that is called isodiametric. This cell is covered by a thin cell wall. So cell wall is made up of cellulose. Here the dense cytoplasm is present, but here inside the small nucleus is present. The thin cell wall is made up of cellulose and dense cytoplasm and small nucleus present in the center of the cell. That it is a round, oval, polygonal or elongated in shape. This is the intercellular space is present. So here the cells are arranged like this. So automatically what happened? The in between the gap is present. So the intercellular space is present, occurrence. So it is widely distributed. Most of the places these parenchyma cells are present, like stem, root, leaves, fruits, flowers, everywhere this parenchyma cells, and this is a combined form of parenchyma tissues present. This based on the occurrence, these parenchyma cells are further it is classified into two types. Simple permanent tissues classified into three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Now we are discussing parenchyma only. Parenchyma cells, based on the location, it is divided into two types. One is chlorenchyma, another one is arenchyma. So what is meaning of chlorenchyma means, in some of the places parenchyma cell contain chloroplast. You know what is chloroplast? Yes, chloroplast is nothing but a cell organelle. It contains the pigment of chlorophyll. So that chloroplast is present on the parenchyma cells. So that parenchyma cells are called chlorenchyma. What is chlorenchyma means? If the chloroplast is present in the parenchyma tissues is called chlorenchyma. What is the role means? It perform the photosynthesis function, because chlorenchyma is contain chloroplast. Chloroplast having the pigment chlorophyll. With the help of chlorophyll they can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. This is the function based on the occurrence. The second one is arenchyma. Arenchyma means it is allowing the air inside. Most probably in aquatic plants like lotus, lily or hyanthus, these type of plant, aquatic plants we can also called hydrophytes. Hydro means water, phytes means plant. Hydrophytes are aquatic plants. This particular type of parenchyma tissues are present, that is called arenchyma. In aquatic plants or hydrophytes, a large air cavity is present. So the large air cavity is called what? Arenchyma. Arenchyma is nothing but is a air cavities. Arenchyma means air cavity is present in large amount. What is the use of this arenchyma means? It gives light weight. It provides buoyancy to the plant. Buoyancy means, here I written the word buoyancy. Buoyancy means it gives the float. If you see the lotus and lily, they are float on the upper surface of the water. That is because of this arenchyma. So it provides buoyancy to the plant, float on the water. This is the types of parenchyma. Next, functions of parenchyma. Parenchyma is doing lot of functions like supportive to the plant. It gives support to the plant and transport material from all parts of the plant, and gaseous exchange it is take place. Suppose is the arenchyma means gaseous exchanges take place. It store the waste material, at the same time prepare the food. Some of the parenchymas are helps to prepare the food, for example chlorenchyma. These are the different functions of parenchyma. Once again I repeat, parenchyma support to the stem, store waste material, prepare food by the help of chlorenchyma, and exchange of gases and other functions. Next simple permanent tissue is collenchyma. This collenchyma also living cells. It is made up of living cells, but it having thick wall. You can see the image. Thick wall is present, but the thick wall is made up of cellulose or hemicellulose or pectin. So any one of the substances made up of, that is that cell wall is made up of cellulose or hemicellulose or pectin. So here the cellulose or this pectin or hemicellulose deposition not in a uniform. At the corners are having the thick appearance. So the thick appearance of the cell wall at the corners only. It is tightly packed, so no intercellular space. Here what is the function? Before that we should know this collenchyma gives the plant elasticity. It gives support as well as elasticity. What is meaning of elasticity means it allows to bending of plant without breaking them. So it gives flexibility. In collenchyma also some of the places the chloroplasts are present. So this collenchyma, with the help of chloroplast, they can make sugar as well as starch food material also. This is the main point of this collenchyma. What are the functions means? It gives mechanical as well as supportive function. Next we are going to discuss sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is dead cell. It is made up of full and full dead cell only. No living cell, full and full made up of dead cells only. Apart from that, parenchyma and collenchyma made up of living cell, but sclerenchyma is made up of dead cells. Generally thickened wall, the cell wall is made up of lignin. So their cell wall is made up of cellulose, or collenchyma cell wall is made up of cellulose or hemicellulose or pectin. But here the sclerenchyma cell wall is made up of lignin. No intercellular space, of course it is tightly packed cells. The sclerenchyma classified into two types, one is sclerites, another one is fibers. Sclerites and fibers. So what is sclerites means? It consists of very long, narrow, thick and lignified structure. It consists of very long, narrow, thick and lignified structure. It is irregular in shape. You can see the image. Next one is fiber. Fiber is pointed at the both end. It is a tube-like structure. Both end are pointed. That structure is called a fiber. The fiber and sclerite both are irregular in nature. There are the two types of sclerenchyma cells. One is sclerites, another one is fibers. If you see the husk of the coconut, that also made up of this sclerenchyma only. What is the function of the sclerenchyma means? It provides mechanical support and protect the plant cell. That is the main function of sclerenchyma. I hope you have understood simple permanent tissue and its types. Thank you. Have a nice day.